Jesus, you're my everything, yeah. My everything is you, Lord. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody say, how can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've done for me? Words are not enough, enough to say thank you. So Lord, you are my everything. You're my everything. How can I express my gratitude? How can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've Father, you done for me, yeah. Words are not enough to say thank you. So Lord, you are, you're my everything. Say, I call you Jireh. Lord, my provider. I call you Nisi. You are my battle. I call you Rapha. Hey. You are my healer. Say, Lord, you are.
Ye fema ye wo London. Ye ji abasobodie bebre. Ne ya redare ewo mranse mu. Eye legal services, be to say family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. Wo BWF die, yen solicitors edi enijie ene twitwaje wo na ye bo nso nya den kra. Yen partner penimpa Bernardo Wusu aye lawyer ewo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron 29 years. BWF Solicitors kura won ho. Inti se ba na ebusuansem bi te se child care eya abofrahwe mu awaregya ye ho twema mentwe ene ohye ana injunction ye de to domestic violence so a ye ma legal assistance ya edimu na ye adwuma nso. Yen child care any family team no nimnia wo famu ewe ne ya wo brei mu enunti ne yeto yembo asema wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu. Yen senior partner obi a Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agina tumu no sanso ye member na kyerese eba no se ye gina wachi etwitwaje ewo family any matrimonial cases ho a unni haw kra. Upe advice ewo immigration sensem ho. Wo BWF Solicitors die ye immigration team no abredare ewo general immigration ho nsemsem kosi complex immigration, work permit, student visa ho totoye, any entry clearance visas, family visas ni appeals. Yen senior partner eye member na wasagina tum ewo Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel inti se ye taiwachi a wunni haw kra. Ye bie an office free juada ekosi fiada anopa nonkron pe mu ekosi enumre nonsia eye 9:30 am kosi 6 pm ena memene danso eye appointment nko free anopa nondu ekosi ewia no 9 eye 10 am kosi 4 pm. Ye wo 4th floor ewo Anna House 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London N15 4NP. Sawun 93 Seven Sisters Underground nso a eye kwantie bi. Yen senior partner Bernardo Wusu san ye barrister ya gina tumu na oye Ghana Bar Association member ena wasan gina se mranimfo ewo court cases ya efa Ghana law ho. Wa advising local authorities, official solicitors office ni solicitors bebree efa Ghanaian law ho yi na osan yo bi a otai kasa ewo radio any TV so fa Ghanaian law ho.
Good morning. It's you for ni ahwefo. Mo bibia anope. Mechia mo anigye mo ene ahobrasie mo. Odoso me de nchia kese efi BWF Solicitors Studio de bremo anope. Me gide say adom ni ahweye nti no. Obia ho ye na mo de anigye twen yen say ye di sa adwumedi ebeba makwan. Yɛbɛda mo ase. Yɛbɛsrɛ sɛ nyame yɛ adom a fitimrea kodu 11 no mo ne yɛn tena na dwumadi a yɛde brɛ mo yɛnya biribi efiri mu na yɛsua biribi krɛdaa bi efiri mu. Sɛ motie a yɛfrɛ no sɛ BWF Solicitors Studio mutie yɛn ɛwɔ Facebook BWF Solicitors Facebook yɛsan wɔ YouTube nso saa nso na yɛwɔ BW Radio nso anɔpɛ yi na yɛgye di sɛ yɛnua abaawa radio nso afa dwumadie yi a ɔmo broadcast anɔpɛ yi nti yɛde nkyia baabi biara a wotie yɛn baabi biara a wohwɛ yɛn yɛde nkyia kɛseɛ ɛna yɛde brɛ mo sɛnea yɛyɛ ne de bia ɛnɛ nso yɛakɔfa aba ɛnɛ nso yɛde aba sesɛn yɛnim sɛ de bia nneɛma kyerɛ sɛ abrabɔ mu nsɛm deɛ ɛdɔɔso na sɛ ba bia ɔsɛ lawyers egyina mu ma yɛn anaasɛ biribi na ɛkyerɛ yɛ adwen so biribi na yɛnte aseɛ biribi na wotumi hu ahụ sɛ wei deɛ mewɔ lawyer anka saa nsɛmsɛm sei no na yɛde ɛbɛto mu anim nti anɔpɛ yi saa na yɛakɔ akɔfa yɛn papa kakraka lawyer Charles Asmah ɔne yɛn ba bɛdi dwuma ɛwɔ special topic a yɛde bɛbrɛ mu na mmom ansa na mɛma ne ho kwan na ɔde nkyia kɛseɛ ɛde abrɛ yɛn nyinaa nso no mɛsrɛ wo woba Facebook ne so a bɔ mmɔden a ɔdɔ a wowɔ ma saa program yi anaasɛ woskuro mpo no a w'ani bɛbɔɔ yɛn so no na ɛkyerɛ sɛ biribi krɛdaa bi wɔ hɔ ma wo saa nso na nso bɛhia ama obi foforɔ nti bɔ mmɔden a yɛbɛsrɛ w'ani die mu hyɛ ma yɛn obi bɛka sɛ hyɛ ma yɛn wo nko a ɛmfa ɛdi saa nso na woba YouTube no nso a saa hyɛ na like yɛn page no na afei subscribe to our page sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a da bi biara yɛba so sɛ kɛn na woanya notification na ɛkyerɛ sɛ meka notification ɔwɔ sɛ womia adɔma no a ɛwɔ hɔ no na notify wo abere bi a yɛbɛba so yɛbɛsan ada wase biom media ne manyenaate na ɛnɛ me ne lawyer Charles Asmah ɛna ɛba abɛdi dwuma yi sɛ wohwɛ yɛn a me se wohwɛ yɛn wɔ Facebook ebi a wohwɛ wɔ TV so ebi a wohwɛ wɔ phone so o laptop so o computer so sɛ baabi di sharing button a bɔ mmɔden a na hyɛ ma yɛn nti yɛnkɔ na menkyia lawyer Asmah wayɛ krado ɛretwɛn sɛ ɔde dwumadi ɛbɛbrɛ yɛn na afei deɛ yɛde ahyɛ aseɛ efiri good morning lawyer Asmah.
Good morning na mepacho apomo e
bibi abɔkɔ me ho yɛ paa me do me ho yɛ na wo nso ɛ
na me adom pa
ɛyɛ lawyer mɛma wo kwan na fa nkyia kakra ma etiefoɔ na ahwɛfoɔ ma me ansa na yɛahyɛ yɛdwumadie no ase
yo me dase bebre viewers and listeners, special greetings to you this wonderful Friday morning. We gidi so yankopon adom ti yenyinara ye ho ye empo won a honam wayɛ mmerɛ no onyame de ne nsa aka mo saa nti mo weni da so sɛ mo ho ɛbɛtɔ mo nti ɛndɛ anɔpɛ yɛda mo ase bebree sɛ yɛasan ahyia mu biem sara nso na yɛdi nkyia ɛma edwuma ku a ɛwɔ BWF Solicitors asɔyɛ a yɛn papa Uncle Bernard ɛda ano yɛkyerɛkyerɛ obi biara ɛne our media crew yɛkyerɛ mu nyinaa.
Yo, yɛbɛda ase yɛn nso yɛgye wo so ɛne ɔdɔ so yo etiefoɔ yɛabɔ na yɛtɔ de bi a nsɛm no etwitwa saa yɛnsɔre kɛkɛ ɛmbɛtena sɛ yɛba abɛka biribi na mmom obi bɛsɛ yɛde yɛni to hɔ yɛde yɛaso to hɔ ɛna nsɛm a ɛba yɛasoɔyɛ ɛyɛ BWF Solicitors asoɔyɛ no ɛna ɔmo hwɛ what is trending no yɛsi daabi yɛmbɛdi ho nkɔmmɔ because ɛyɛ nsɛm a nkurɔfoɔ ɛdi ho ebuubu dodoɔ na saa na ɛteɛ nti ɛna nso yɛakɔfa aba na ne ɛteɛ ne sɛ lawyer ɛyɛ a yɛtete dwumadie yɛhyɛ aseɛ ano no yɛtete na ɛyɛ edwuma nsɛm kurom ha nso yɛnim sɛ woba kurom ha na nyame yɛ w'adom na afei wo nan tintim hɔ ɛwɔ nkrata so na woyɛ w'adwuma wonya wo pay slips ne ade ne ɛya paa ne sɛ sɛbi prɛduansa ɛne wode obi ntoma ɛna afra wo ho ɛna wode wɔ adwuma mu na wo pay slip bɛba na bibia tisima wo so na afei wo so a untumi mpia enko wo so a untumi mpia mba no eya na eya ahomete nti ene ye beka ye adwuma mu nsem kakra ye beka ye adwuma mu ne aketua ye gye ne ho nsem se ne eya etode bia ye tometew na atwe etometwe wakoma na ultimo say uni jinabia na lawyer yen sha ase mpacho ene main topic ayewo no mpese wa introduce mama mpacho koso
Yo me that's bebre tie for ne ahwefo yo edi kan no and ye besua ade anti ye wo classroom anti edi kan no moma yemfa ya adwen si bibi so na anti ye be interactive na ya to aso na edi kan no me patro this week and I said this month here because of this month January when you pay slip
mpacho menya me pay slip pa
that's good tin I was saying no that's good na wo hwe mu no na nyoma ben na hu wo so
yo la Asmah me da se yem pay slip no ne wonu se me gidi se dodo na ye general the same thing me hu me hours am year for the month no afenso me hu se sika dodo a ya calculate a ye de ama me afenso me hu tax a omati efri mu bibi di net na bibi di gross a ya ati afenso no me hu se me NI contribution so e was so painting a ono so ye tietie bi ma NI no afenso pension scheme kakran so amafa to me ho so no eno so e wo ho a ye tete efri honom ena afenso sometimes no mbia na me ma joining konko bi a eye direct from me pay slip eno so ebi wo ho a ya tete e wo ba ne nyina so meti asenti me pay slip de nyoma me e wo so a me okay with it no
yo and ye sana etedia sanka wo hu bibia broni fra no unusual and I say one time hu wo so na wo hu say amasika e ko account mu na akofom busumi no a enka wo be den
hey lawyer nka we de na chese embia oza abrabo no before I pay no we ye adwuma no nyina we need dasika wo beje so ade no enti wo so wa ya wo calculation nyina wo danka wo bills we say enti se koba se pay slip ne ba na sika no ya sibia tiasia ya unusual just say sika na mfa kwan mu a ema oyam hihyew enti esa na afi watoba ha ne wan say o say bia o kọ o payroll accountant ho ana say adwuma mu admin ho na go bisa say boss Mr. Osika wati me de menti ase obetumi a cheche me ase enti sometimes it's like that like Asmah
yo me that's bebre so viewers and listeners you've heard the dialogue and I'm sure you are following the discourse. Today we are looking at instances where the employer is still adamant that whatever they have taken which in your view is not usual is still correct. At that point, can you sue the employer for unlawful deduction of wages? And what does the legal or what does the law say? What is your legal position? And there yebedi enho enkomo. Sika yetitifi yaketue mu a emfa emrekwan mu. Eno ho nkombo na yebedi na se koba ne sa wo tumi se wo de edwuma rura no bafa emrekwan mu ana ya question a yebisa ye ho nti ebewie ne ya ate ase se na emre no ese enye no.
okay yo lawyer ate ase na chese na de ye kwa edwuma mu ampa nti ye nhya ase sisi a megidi se nioma ewo me pay slips ne so no dodo na ebi a meti ase ebi nso a eja saa na aye no nti we be se me beto ye de a ye de ma me no embia na me ntumi mbisa ho asem bia ma jatum afa ne saa because saa na me hu no na mom se koba ne se bibia o se meti ase a obi beka se omotimi saa sika na kwan ben na wo se me fa so na me nko bisa se adan no matimi sika sei ana se adan na sika no ma ye ni sei lawyer metumi akọ me hu to me ana wo se me ko hu lawyer ana den na wo se me ye paucho
Yo me da se bebre edi kan no ye beti enyoma ba ku mienu bi ase broni friend no key terms na yati ase ewie no na ye de aba practical life senior esi ewo edwuma mu ne yabrabom enti edi kan no embra bia na ewo ho kanen be kan UK memu Wages Act 1986 yesesa samre no mu na sisi ayewo Employment Rights Act 1996 na no nyina no ne aka no bi ni se we obi a we edwuma ma obi a enyoma bi omu a aban anasa mra no e protect o a ye friend no rights santi edwuma wura no ontumi enye sa ade no entia o eno bi ni sika obeti a emfa emrekwan mu na ye bebisa ye ho se wan ni obi a oye edwuma who is a worker.
Okay.
Into your share section 230 of the Employment Rights Act 1996 no obaka tro say ubetumi aye employee say we ye edwuma ma obi a we na enter into contract of employment and I say we ye edwuma ma sa onimpa no na empo say we ye employee no say sisia na we ye edwuma no ana empo wa ye edwuma no ama na twum na say we ye worker so a eno so say we ye obi a wa enter into contract of employment say we be ye edwuma ama obi and say we ye edwuma ema obi nti whether employee or worker no we obi a wa enter into employment agreement and say contract say we be ye edwuma ama obi na we ye edwuma ama obi no na chere say wo hwa kwan say nimpa no so be ye bribi ama wo ayefa no consideration eno ne wakatia a bosome na awotwe senia woni nimpa no agree biara no edu a esese yetua ema wo na ye share part 2 of Imrana Yeka Wasem Employment Rights Act 1996 no a obaka tro say yedi usika no ema wo anasa eba ma wo a ntiti esese titi fimu no esese efa ekwan mu esese efa ekwan mu nti employer no enu onitumi say obetiti sika no bi a emfa emra kwan emu enti sana etia da dan ni sika wei what is wages what is wages now you share section 13 subsection 3 of the Employment Rights Act no ayegina ho no 1996 no obaka tro say payment payable sika esese yetua payment payable to the worker cause they are worker ase na sa payment no are payable to the worker no or say on that occasion into occasion no do a esese sa sika no eba wenchen payment payable to the worker on that occasion. What is that occasion? That occasion is na watwe bosome a woni employer na agree and I say 2 weeks na mo agree say eso a esese ye tua woka no that occasion.
Okay.
Na ye call section 27 no enso so a obaka try say sum of money payable to the worker in relation to the contract of employment. In this I share section 13 subsection 3 and section 27 no a ade baako e na wo ho a omumie ni nyina no e ka ho asem omo nyina e ka payment ho asem omo nyina so e ka payable e ho asem ni payable ada che se e chase ye de mawo nti chase ye de mawo payable ti se wa ye adwuma no nti se ye de mawo ne yamfa ma wo de a na esese eye bribi ntia na se bribi ani ho na yamfa ma wo de a na edwuma no wura no wato emra under part 2 of Employment Rights Act 1996.
Okay. Last ma before you be quiet, we mean for we ntwem quickly. Na ye can say on say wabo wages so what money payable and asika it's like it's due to you why you dwuma into say the amount. Enti eto de bia obi ka say oji salary sen. Oto bia obi ka say oji wages sen. Sa salary and wages no. Mesrawo embia na brofo na akoye brofo bi emu odu ana emu nyedu. So is there any difference between salary and wages? And I nyina ade kra na say nsunsun bi wo mu.
Yo, me dase bebre. Ye wo legal definition and ye wo accounting definition.
Definition, okay.
And you must start with accounting definition ya ba legal definition no. Accounting definition difference a woman say salary fixed every month or every week. Whether we year adwuma no buru so, 1 year adwuma na amru so, and one year de ba ma wo. Wukun hu, we nkun hu, and one year de ma wo. Because salary fixed age or fixed payment accruing from your work.
Okay.
So you can say wages were accounting definition is say payment due you based on a juma why but and you're fixed and therefore it is variable.
Okay.
Variable is say a juma no kosra winya bebre a juma no kofomu a winya ketwa. And you say agency workers bebre a ho omutua omuji wages omunje salary. And na employees and I say workers nso bebre ho a omuji salary omunji wages.
Okay.
So that's the difference. But the legal definition is as we have looked at under section 13.3 and section 27 of the Employment Right Act. Money that is payable to the worker on that occasion or in relation to the employment contract.
Okay, Matthew Honasi. Therefore, ye can about sika oji ewe dwumemu enti no munye atie munye asukra na montie sremo fenso ba so abomoden na share program no ye nhye na enkosoro embia na ofo say ade we a ye ka no enhye da emfa wo ho but me ka tro say embia na nua bi wo baabi ye titititi ne sika bi a onte ase ono so ni ano no de akɔnte na ye hwɛ sɛ nea wo he na ye lawful sɛ wo sɛ ye tew nea wo na enye lawful na eye eba ne sɛ enye lawful a kwan bɛn na wo sɛ wo fa so a wo betumi ade atete ho na ye de wo sa usika na ama me won krofo bebrede bia mo ka manyeti ya timi sika bi pa ma me ni ngye ho menti ase wo bekɔ na bia ɔno na internet ye kano me mfa questions na be ndi ase start answer but ye nhwɛ main topic no nti lawyer Asmah enti da ben at what point and I say eba ne sem na obetumi aka say deduction we a ya deduct me from me wages eye unlawful any say or say me employer no or free me market to him.
Yo me da se bebre enti yenhwe lawful deductions no.
Okay.
Na nia enimu no ya kase ndi we de enye lawful na ya hwe exceptions no.
Okay.
Na lawful deductions no as I say emra ema kwan by way of statutory provision.
Okay.
Under section 13 of Employment Right Act no. And the statutory provision no payment ben na ewom. Senya we sha say na wo kan no tama ye hwe our starter no. We can say we hwe pay slip no hu so mate wo NI.
Yes.
Hu so mate wo tax. Hu so mate wo pension. Nti we na no statutory deductions because emra no ma kwan say employer no obeti. Ananso so say ebia yedo ekwagina court for contractual breaches and I say whatever debt there is. Na ya twenwa enforcement, ya twenwa emma. Na ya kase ndie yekobo employer na amende. There ye bibia ye friend no
ne ye beti direct ye betu ade no so ne ate ne direct na.
Hello.
Yeah, me too nkan lawyer.
Yo, na ya hwe bibia ye friend no say utie uye adwuma no dia and ye behwe earnings and say wo sika eba wo nsem na employer no aye aware say court amatumi say wo de ka bi wo baby santi omo entity sa eka no from source.
Okay.
Ntano no say employer no tia na say court na ama no tumi say eden onti no fa nkoma court na fa nkoma nipa na wo de ne ka no. Ntano ye court order. And now say child maintenance arrangement. Na child maintenance service for ama employer na ya aware say wa wo ba na wo yes so ye no won ye santi omo force agi na omo ati no direct enso oni nyina no ekwan ewo ho say employer no obetete.
Okay.
And also say ye wo payment under your contract or deductions under your contract. This is a pension. Why enter into a contract agreement and it's a employment contract. And one my employer now yeah where say why join pension we anti as I say every month and I say every week no say equal pension for no eho. Nti sa pension payment no wo na wa ma ekwan under your contract no. Ebi a contract no so e kan bibi say bosumi no so ana say na wotwe no eso a yanti bibi emfa enko ebi a wo join gym ana say wo join health wage scheme bi ana say wo join bibi yanti sa sika no enko eto eho ana say bia wo pese wo join share scheme. Nti share scheme no I say company no bi ni ubo mu a o maka cha say wo pese wo join share scheme a ya betiti wo sika ni bi every month na in the form of say we dey to share and so no wo na wa makwan say yente nti say wo makwan a under your contract no there and the employer so wo tumi say obati if you sika mu under the deductions no
okay
ebi nso ni say bia
me can say in this case yen hwe ne ye unlawful no any say otia wati
nti say enye lawful a ebia na emra no makwan na bia na eye mistake and I then aba accounting error. Nti ano de nipa bia ye mistake. Sanso na payroll department omutumi ye mistake, computer kra ye mistake. Nti accounting error nso tumi si na ne asese ye de ma wo no akosoro anase akofom. Se akofom a wo ba say oh matimi bebre nti omo fane out a omutumi a reverse no. Anase omo ne asese omote no kra no ebetumi abese omo anti be ne asese omote no na omo ekohu say ne ayede ma wo no edoso santi akoba sa employer no wotumi say oba gino back oba gino back overpayment obetumi agino back nti sa enyoma ne nyina no na kire say employer no ewo eho ekwan na nia yebaka say enye lawful no say ebi ti say employer no aka kire say edwuma waye enso sa edwuma no bia okokava obi anasa we ye overtime ana all cultural say we no enka contract arrangement no ho santi yentua woka eno no embra no emma ekwan sa case law enso agitum say koba ne sa employer no aye atu emra nti we share case bi ti say agawa ene Cardiff University and your more makaka ho 2018 case eba mu say sika o mo atete na say no mo so o mu enye no emfa ma nimpa no enye lawful nti unlawful deduction no can be say would ho obaka say wontua sika no unpaid wage and I say wetua nso wentua ni nyinara underpaid wage.
Wage, okay.
And it say underpayment of wage or salary, and that's the unpaid wage or salary. Ni na no unlawful deduction. Na sometimes also we be share nia wuntumi emfa emra kwan mu in terms say we be treating say unlawful deduction. Ebi to say bia redundancy payment na for whatever reason no employer no entua so employer no entua eno no wuntumi treating ni say unlawful deduction
okay
under section 13 no redundancy no another provision of the law section 164 e be take care of kwan obefa so a we be claim redundancy payout a employer no ada say wentua ana say wentua ni nyinara amawo. Right. And that's expenses. Expenses say we adwuma sometimes we incur expenses. Our employer back say okay, so refund it and that's all reimburse you. Those ones no say when who say the account sika ho and that's one farmer wa and no will not fall under unlawful deduction. Santi obefa contractual breach so wo dey agisa sika no.
Okay.
And also say ebia payment under share scheme arrangement and I say agreement.
Yes.
Nti bia we employee shareholder and a brasso and a bia under the scheme no when your dividend bia say can say the maw.
And so
And
I'm
no so no
farmer.
amba. Won't mean treating say a unlawful deduction under part 2 of the law, Employment Rights Act, you know. And this will be treated separately under breach of contract. Enti sa we ni nyina no so no ekwan eda ho say employer no wan ya wontumi nka say we breach part 2 of the law no and no be separate treatment. And ampo say bibia your friend no payment in lieu of notice. The payment in lieu of notice no say obi omo a we have served notice say obeko. And the bia na dwuma no a na say ne position na say the role o play with dwuma no a key sensitive. Santi employer no betumi aka say and there instead of say we be work we leave no stay home until your time is over.
Okay, not just say oh they are taker.
And your friend garden leave no. And you bet fee because a be employer no say we participate in daily employment or work activities we have opportunity to take away some information because I feel on one about also. In employment employer no depend on your position or your role no obet me aka say tina fie by you betua o notice wage no and I say pay no. And your friend no payment in lieu of notice. And also no say employer no anya untumi nka say obetreat sa on payment no and I say under payment no under part 2 of the Employment Rights Act and also obetreat no separately as a contractual breach.
Okay, last man, me da sinti no tio. Ni awageke nyina no. Abani say yes, what mu where necessary is possible I bet me I tell sika no. Say ebi wo ho a waye adwuma ne amfa ne nyina amma ebi nso waye nso metua half omo say half ne de da bi na ebi nso waye na extra ana wakobo bi omo beka say cover ne de yenchi aka ne ade ade nti in all this now why experience and so be victim say sika bi every wo account ne mo wo salary ne mo ana wages ne mo ana say sika bi a o say ye de ma ya mfa ma no den na o say wo ye action ti say wo say wa ye action ben ana legal action ben na obetumi take e wo employer ne so
yo me da se bebre emra no ema kwan say ube take action but edikan no you have to raise it senior wo church mu anopai say wo uhunu sa wo bo employer no amane e bia na ya accounting error nti no it can be rectified.
Okay.
Nti Obama employer na ya aware payroll aya aware say this is what you see unusual and now say deduction no and say we deduction ni bia enye normal wonti ase and say we sika na eba wa account ni mu no net no nti say senior nka winya no ba wonti ase o metumi a kirekire omu na wate wo ho ase so your mistake on their part be correct amount because the idea is to go through what we call alternative dispute resolution.
Right.
Informally, you resolve the problem instead of rushing to court. Because going to court is money, going to court is waste of time, and going to court also affect relationship between yourself and the employer. And the first thing, you raise the concern with payroll or the employer. No?
Yes.
Now, say, Bibia NCA, you can raise it as a grievance with the employer. No? Now, we go through no resolve amount. And as you see, also no ACAS provision, say you have to seek early conciliation. Early conciliation.
Nko no me ba ho. Ena na nka me be ka say mbia ye ka say early when we talking of time here, time frame here. Enti me mfa ne say me to me gidi nyankopɔ ehra me nyankopɔ ehra me Asmah. Me pay me ntia no minim say sika ye tua me na ekɔ account me di so na me di nufua enti no embia na me obi a me check pay slip ya me ntitia no like I'm saying minim say o sika na abetom ma ye adwuma ne nkwa de abetom ena my account no nso say no na me twi e kɔ ne e ba nti no menim say abetomu de menim say me na me di na me kɔ ba na bia ma twa emre abetom na fe da promise o me pay slips kra me mfa na me nhwɛ se na emo ofe esifa de na ekoso na fe mako hu say say na me da ho nso me nan gu abonten say na sike bia o say menya na ade nyina ya tete ana say sike bia o say ya de ma me nyina say ye mfa ma me na afe na me ni aba me ho so a is there any time frame what say me gina so na me di claim ana say me fan take sa legal action ana say bia na few months bia betwem ana afi bia betwem no ehia ahyegu twan bibia no wa metumi aya afa ho ana mpacho menim say what me question as
me da se bebre unlike contractual breach and that's the debt arrangement no non-payment of debt no with employment claims no time limitation no very very limited.
Okay.
To the extent say 3 months. 3 months. Abaka just said 3 months less 1 day within which to bring your claim. Into 3 months no from when? From time I who say yantia waka and I say sikana swati emfamre kwemu. They said this week na who here and I said this month na who here the clock will start ticking.
Right.
And last say wako acres for early conciliation. Now there's what we call time freeze. I must say stop the clock provision are kicking in.
Okay.
And it's a different matter. But generally you have 3 months less 1 day within which to bring an action for unlawful deduction of wages.
Okay.
Now say bia where the payment has not taken place at all. Sikana ambakra.
Okay.
Sikana ambakra. Time a who say sikana ayeden ambakra no. Until from time a who say sikana ambakra no so no. You calculate the 3 months less 1 day no.
Okay.
And sometimes a series of deductions feel na when you abaso.
Abaso.
Until something when you abaso time when you abaso no. And also no because sometimes when you abaso no na time no ayeden akoninim.
Sir.
Until time na when you abaso no you have to prove in the time on the bench when you abaso.
Abaso. Yeah.
And so these are the 3 instances. But ni nyina mu no 3 months less 1 day to bring a claim for unlawful deduction of wages.
3 months. Wow. Ne de lawyer waka 3 months. No kre na as to ebra me ni ba so ya me na me cop tea pay slip yi no anu na me hu ya ne say e wo me ankasa me nsam na say me gina so na me de claim ade ne ntem na no so gina me so enti no the earlier you do it the better for
the
you.
Better.
Enti eno sa no where enti aka time involved no where anase no ni ekafo na o se o consult o ma na se hemfa na o se o koye sa claims no pacho.
Yo enti so na ye kan ye no ye wo informal approach na ye wo formal approach.
Okay.
In the informal say when the employer not no when we say there has been unlawful deduction now almost sorting out because your aim is not to create wounds but to bridge the gap and not say make sure say BBR relationship a cost come. Until if there is option to deal with this informally, then you deal with that. So no you go through your employment contract to see what it is saying. And now also say call acres for early conciliation. Now so ni nyina no anye adwuma because early acres and say early conciliation a woman say omo ye mediators. And you know, mummy no better nasi. Now we deal with issue no. So kwaba say asumdwe amba dia and there you have a choice to go to the employment tribunal.
Okay.
In the employment tribunal no ebe share e deal with the matter. Say asumdwe amba ana say when nyane a wo pe a na say say there has been error of law and now say tribunal no any jurisdiction to deal with the matter, then you can move to the next level, employment appeals tribunal. And the upper level or tier of the employment tribunal. No. So no so no asumdwe anye edwuma na still an we feel say wo akwenya and say we are writer so to speak, you can then move on to court of appeal. There are instances cases echo court of appeal. And senior kind of case be to say Abelio and Thomas or Avelo versus Thomas. This was 2022 judgment. Okay. Could do court of appeal. And the court of appeal is divided into two. No, we dealing with the unlawful deduction aspect, because the anipano can say employer no emano new job role are higher than the original one. And the salary no so was through. Now no you are aware salary scale for that new job role no.
Okay.
And the employer no emano old salary
scale
no. Into or compare me not just say or more undercut no and also underpay no by X amount. The difference was about 4,000. And moving on. So period no. Now why ye edwuma no in the new role no anka say etua no saa dodo no. Nti ekoba an say edwuma no kra no we jai new role no but ode call court no. Na court no ehwe ye kan say even though court no any kwan say obehwe edwuma na waye ewo bre ketwa no a ode ko assume saa role no because eno no enka we no eho eno no enka unlawful deduction of wages no eho eno ye say bia waye edwuma dodo na waye no ya hwe ho aketua na ye da den e de amount broni friend no quantum merit nti eno no ye hwe quantity of work awaye no na ye de ho aketua ai den amount eno no enfolly under part 2 no ayeka ho asem no
no
nti court no can say jurisdiction and say oni to me e wasa eho no na ekoye na o kan say even though to me ni ho no ye hwemu a sa difference na nko so wonya no omo artist omo amfa ama no santi ye share sa side no ho de a na che say there has been unlawful deduction bi e wo baby.
Okay. Hey, Asem way dear lawyer. Questions P you meet because when it comes to these terms now, Crawford be are falling victim. Now so no money no. And I say you who especially within our community now you want do na which I know. Men can say be a me young community in Mungwasi. Not do na money no mo I don't know cry employer administration no be cry no be say bibi no who near sro. Na ohun ni onye no ho tiefo se wutie mi a bomodin se bibi se na ato a ment na se wo hu se ye tu sike bi enya ode enso no udi ehu ahye mu se embia ukoka kra na eyi wedi debi omo ni hu kwan se wo be query wo pay slip na wo wages a o se eyi wedi sa ehu no ye free entirimo. A lot of people suffer from that. Na se bibi teaching ewo pay slips wa bomode anako hu HR ana nipa ko mo payroll baby amoji market na bisa query embia na ye error obehu ane a rectifier ma embi nso ana bibi na ekoso na chese wehu na se wo gina bia na unlawful hu say unlawful na omuso mo nya ho hwia na fe you take them on say wontumi a wotumi fa lawyer because me did say sansem we no ubesha embia na sika na involve no enhyeda anya ahibia ntobeka so nya hwija manenka but bloody chire sika bia ye sika enti omo yi one penny kura na e unlawful you have to fight for it because anything na wo adwuma ni mo no lawyers ma questions wo ho na say emre no so kwa na eko me ma one question bi na afa yem bi telephone lines na say eba ni say ye gina so na ebi mba ya na me the subsequent questions no
wait now wait we and wrap it up so that we can take the questions consistently.
Okay.
Now if I say tie for na hwefo so aware no so ne say employer no ebi also tia o sick pay.
Yes.
Another statutory sick pay provision, na employer no say wa mba adwuma even though now we are enti mintua wo car and also no will be treated as unlawful deduction.
Unlawful, yes.
And now say be a holiday pay accruing from your contract. Now say as an employee na wamba because we holiday ntia say we holiday ntia ntia wo car.
Yeah.
And also no unlawful deduction. And now so say maternity pay edu you and also no will fall under unlawful deduction. Enti we ni nyina no so ya de a etiefo na ahwefo ya aware because sometimes no ya na enima no say bia as I said enima me say na ya ma me say but you hu adekode pote bi so kra na yenim na one scenario obi eboso one client na nimpa no wa ye immigration application visa no ewudie ewu to the extent say time or before ade no be den ebewu nti ye share provisions of the immigration rules no dia na chere say the right to work no continues nti o say card no ba na ode koma won and of course also otua so eye na adwuma so person o je adwuma no dia card no new employer no betimi aka say wo de card no ba na ya fa wo but old employer no dia emra no ma no kwan say obaka say you wedi and I say visa no ewu sisi enti twen eba na ye tua woka na obi situations agency worker so employer no e ka cha ne say agency ka cha say yes yenim say we ye wade no before ade no ebewu nanso 4 days na we ye adwuma no wo card ni ha enti ye ntua woka ode abetu menimu obeba na then we raise the argument with the employer na ya manehu where as I say omuhu ade no omoye what is right. Into these are instances employers need be taking advantage especially a bank writer some ne ade a obaka cha say we writer no we visa no we renew embaye into be akwetena fie and I say embaye enti mintua woka we ye adwuma just say bansa ye tua woka eno nyina no emfa emrekwan mu.
Okay. Lawyer, yedasi na o kan holiday sick pay ni maternity pay ni ade di wa ma me madwea ko ade bi so e wa ha. Lawyer, yemfa ni say yenim say employment law no o kinkan baby a o hu say me ni article ni numbers there but I know say my kind pen. Edu baby a nyanti ase bi say uni obi ye adwuma ti say mefa ni say let me come down to normal cleaners omo ye adwuma. To say, yeah, compare Uber contract now, a betray where the Uber drivers won that litigation with the court, you know. Now, yen say, why you juma yen say, we are juma at a point in time, you know, you need holiday, but acquire say very short hours, ninty year man holiday. En sunanka ohwe ne aban no nkyerɛkyerɛ kakra na antiase na menyanka o say mefa ne say we adwuma 3 months bia with any company bia even 2 hours on normal cleaning contract na also mama 1 week pay pay holiday but omeka say nanse nyina zero contract self-employed zero contract self-employed so they are trying to dodge that particular thing. Do you think say unlawful deduction no and I say no there you have to agree the contract terms with the employer before you can take it on?
Yo medasi bebre we looked at section 230 of Employment Right Act 1996 and defined employees as individuals who have entered into contract of employment to work for another. We also looked at the same provision. Say a worker is somebody who has entered into contract of employment to work for another. The key word is contract of employment. In the contract of employment, case law is also clear. The case of Ready Mix Concrete Limited. Obaka says, so we employee and so we a worker. You may be who say the answer say ampa. So now in your mano etino. We ye obia SSC etua woka bia bosumi understand na watch understand na watch mienu say edwuma no wa na we ye employer no wo control wo so employer no beka kire na SSC we ye wo need to me say obeka say edwuma no ye da amount so wo ye all those things na no edi adanse say ampa wo no wo ye worker and I say employee.
Okay.
Na sanche sa de a and we ye self-employed. Na sa we ye self-employed nso so de a provision no different. We are looking at Employment Right Act covering those who have entered into contract of employment. That of self-employment activities no or employment for contract for services no and no different.
Okay.
Into we share Uber case for ya. Court no a broader context.
Okay.
And no make an assessment to say some of the workers no or some of the drivers no they fall under section 230.
Right.
Some of them no may not necessarily fall under that.
Okay.
And this all fall under section 230 as an employee or worker there. Then the holidays now ekasenka winya inso waye ejuma no. Excuse me.
So,
you have to be given that payment. I friend no.
Okay.
Holiday payment no.
Okay. That's it, lawyer. Sorry. Yempe ensobi emfengu yemremu na yenko. Therefore, questions now. Say di nkomo na ne say me lawyer nkwa be kasa because when it comes to employment and contract near the idea, nyoma ekoso just say me manager kra me na ekon oye adwuma na eboro so afi na obetia aka na ye ne ya nso no adwuma ne ta ho a na opa ocho so se opa ocho se ye ma no na wa na nkrofo pese obeye adwuma ne ma no yo ye be koso ye be bie ye telephone lines na e de atum na o question bi embia na question na wo no enhyeda emfa sa topic a ye treat ene no embia na bibi foforo e kwan da ho lawyers need the oma bill or kwan bia so na say when so na person bisa question na eno so e kwan da ho na mese ye didi dwuma no wo hwe screen so a e wo so say wo tie yen dia ene na ye 0208 123 1016 ensisaye eno a sanso na obetumi afre 075 966 sorry 073 9920 8464 and so fra ye beje so ebeje osuma oni lawyer kasa ye san 07596620 no so e wo honom na mesre se ofra enam se fidie na ede ye adwuma no fufafa baby bebre ansa na edu ye nchen no bomode na wo kasa ne nkosoro kakrama ye na ye ncheda entil voice se twetwesi a ana reception anu apa baby ye ejina na yehu yate wonka enti ye bie telephone lines na atum esansi subium 0208 075966074 me kai won so say ye the BWF Solicitors na didi dwume lawyers akentin koma bempa yenya yenua bema a odi kan ye KK hold on na baby a ofre fa ye no so ofre no WhatsApp anka ye betumi enti yenhwe say ye bet lawyer beti wonka na lawyer amawo mwaye nti keke mema akwaba ebadwumedie ni so pacho kasa na metio menhwe se lawyer te wonka
good morning manyati ni lawyer nyina and the way me am wife fine
oh me dase lawyer pacho te nenka lawyer te nenka
Pacho manen kasa
okay
until na me friend fi WhatsApp kono so
sesi ade ote nenka
but yeah tenenka
ote wonka kasa
okay oh okay sorry and then my question is not in relation to employment law
okay
right and my question is two couples now almost stay and then they intend to apply for almost settled status
okay
but almost Zambrano no years Zambrano carers your mom 5 years as soon to almost settled status but now the question is to say no worry
okay
they live together they are married but all marriage our under Ghanaian customary law or marriage but it is not registered
okay
you now almost feeling for normal feeling, and there's a session on business say whether you married or not. The question is so if Philly say yes, they are married. Now in case the woman figures okay, Monfa be to prove say indeed Mawari, they will not have anything. Probably the only thing they can do is just to write a letter explaining the type of marriage.
Okay.
But I don't know, say the Ghanaian customary marriage, I'm registered. I don't know, say if it will be accepted as being a married couple. So, yes, a bit tricky. I know, say there's been cases, I've come across cases in Kofu, like case studies. In Kofu, we lived together, they were not even married, but for purpose of distribution of assets, because the way they acted and in the area in Kofu, the way they they accepted or they took them as married couples.
Okay.
But it was just for that particular way there for the distribution of assets. But another thing is to say the question is so one can say Omawari so so we can't through. From Casa Omawari so only Bibia.
So question there tintin. Lawyer, me this when you near o patch ne that anti ma you are no why?
Yo, yeni akeke da wase. Nya wo bi sane say yeni anum mienu omo eyo omo ade sa awarefo e na omo ankasa so nim so omo ya awarefo. If so omo aware wo Ghana, Ghana customary marriage laws no eso. Na omo application anesa omo be application anesa omo application na enum no question bibi ba say ma ware ana na omo aka yes anesa omo be can yes anesa ebia na omo aka yes because of the way I question about it, I'm giving all the possible options. Now say what judge me say wa ware na wa can yes. It's not a matter of say whether customary marriage or this or that, because Ghanaian customary marriage, UK, ejitum.
Okay.
But ukasa wa warrior, you have to prove it.
Sir.
Just like what's me bani, na me jina ne so aye me leave application. Yes, then e chesa wo ba. Na wa kofa birth certificate aye den aba and I say DNA. Of course, that is evidence wo ba no.
Yeah.
Now, and yes, I dey go bia betumi aka say obi eye ne ba.
Sir.
Inti say we din nyina so eba a ye friend proof. Inti wa ware e wo Ghana aware amamre aware kwan eso. Ghana amamre aware kwan na so so e ka say busua mienu no agitumu a say aware no embre mu a na aya aware.
Sir.
Na say wo pese wo gina sa aware no so eye bribi a wutumi ko wenim e ko register aware no later date.
Yes.
The reason why I'm running my provision for registration is that obi be here e de aye bribi.
Sir.
And
but in this case, now we registration.
It is a we here de aye bribi dia. And yes say we register sa aware no.
Okay.
And Rama kwan say we be register no later date. And yet sa eda no a
sir.
Ye gitu mu e wo efie no. Which me I register no date later date. Na registration marriage registration certificate no. Ebe wo ho time aware no e den ye gitu mu ebusuafo na gitu another our customary marriage Ghanaian customary marriage provisions no. And now metumi so aware per proxy. Nti mienu no e wa akwantua mu a omo ehia omo ho. Ebusuafo no age atum se na ye ka na ebusuafo no na age aware atum. Of course, mu mienu no mo pem ho, mambo mu ebusuafo amane, ebusuafo aiden age atum. With your consent, and omo consent, na just say aware no yaje atum exchange of dowries no. Nti me nua na American say omo here dey aye bia wan say wa take say yes marriage no. As say approve marriage e course no. So take it on married partners nso a they no be prove cohabitation. Cohabitation. Say matna say awarefo over the past 2 years no. Evidence actually say motibom say awarefo even though mo ware
Okay. Keke mpatwa wo question
answer.
answer.
It is stra akwanya wo behia akwanya bia and my unia no emra na yehu adekode potia e wo mu ne the former no person of failing no.
Okay. No.
Okay, yes. My chance about ABS, some yen and no saying, and they say form number seven who say right almost application here to the Home Office is not dependent on any of the partners. So they will not be granted the leave based on either of the partner. You know, it's based on their children. So whether they are married or not married, they won't have any impact on it. But for future purposes, say the other say, hey, Ukraino, then you can say.
Say, and a lawyer can also register. Keke. Register to her, not just a boy moankasa. So what I say.
Oh, okay, it is a and then number take it before my register. Some of the court now. You have to say
some of my options. KK, yeah, well, draw, click it, drop down menu no. Obema married, so be our partner, and that's an unmarried partner, and that's a divorced or separated. All those options no ebeba. Into when I share near effective circumstance now obey there. There's no point because of marriage if you don't have marriage certificate because marriage is marriage.
Yes.
But say muti bom say our for I friend cohabitation. And yet muti say our for now so mo worry ye. Na omo friend no unmarried partners. And to say na wo kan omo aye Zambrano na say omo ye Zambrano omo gina omo eba or ye British child now mo mi ani nyina no so no from what you are saying no they don't have settled. Of course the Zambrano provision no quite strict. If Baku was settled status there, then on what basis would the other one step in to be a primary carer or a joint primary carer? And that's a caregiver, no? And that's about a British citizen. Into we share back from what you are telling me, Omumi and Nino here, say Omeya Zambrano Nidia, unless the conditions Nina are met there. Question about whether you are married or not, no? We share our brave boom. Now we hunya a fatao na wafa.
Keke.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Okay. But this is the last one. But the person who says
Keke Coca-Cola brand Crawford in a line some pouch show any dim why. Me that's it. Thank you. Therefore na my friend WhatsApp no any numbers na go screen so and be boy en kese we number ye 3930 mpacho una edo so your friend saying na wo kase friend wo pa mbo wudi ma ye hu be bia wo kase friend na fa wa se metu jamae yeah that's mpacho ya na we page our voice kakra ma me why na lawyer until nkan yi okay. All right, hold on. Mami establishes a lawyer ete wonka ana sana mama watu aso. Lawyer Asmah mpacho menu aba me wote nenka.
Me pacho ai.
Okay, yanko so papa kasa.
Nurses now, person who back home, I was on English, no.
Yes.
Now, so with me and numbers, Yama, and go food with me a bomb on my phone, and no one said that they'll be a bomb there. Was an of Facilia, but I say, oh, but or a net, or you wanted about 5.
Okay, what fast, no, the nursing, no, say, okay, or degree in nursing, so on. And on throw English test no yet. And now person who so bit or better na. Okay, find a ho to me afre me. And Crawford no mo kire wo Ghana no. Ye ne omo kasa but sesi anso ye nso ye to me e kire e wa ha sei. Enti no enti ye betumi ne na link na ya kire no from here. So no aso wo computer na or internet there we can teach him correctly or bet me akoye the exams no why
okay
into
no
would frey WhatsApp no would can frey na answer na offer second one why near end with 154 no why
okay
or friend WhatsApp from Ghana we can communicate with her why nyame nsha papa yo bye bye Pacho, wow, dinaso, so they are so. Yo, yanko, wow, they are to this. I'll bet to me assign a phrase 0203 123 sorry, me missing numbers. 0208-123-1016 and 07399-208464 and I say with me so after 075-966-20154. O friend WhatsApp and Skype and nyina you bet to me agye wo so. Say o friend so ayana wenya abotre kakra de amayen na yetumi apeke o call no. Odofo awa homa so na ma end 40606 your friend say na patroka say friend.
Good morning, Manny.
Hey, me never me too catch. Which exams ni nyina so. Yeah, they was yo, and then na opese ye ma o. Okay. Okay.
Now, the 5 years, ebewu October. Oba no more than March. And she nanka or year replacement, no year do baby no, and no chaso.
Okay.
And one continue view. And or say home office for a man a letter say now or ye be sign or chaso. And so or sign ye be say view ma. Or more bear refuse. And you see, I'm on the first question. Second one, over so says a match year or 5 years. I was there or the 2 months or indefinite now answer on train October and Sana or the Atum.
With the lawyer nebe you are now then on train October. Lawyers man patcho adaroma.
Yo, that's a bit brave. And yenwe or yamano I mean, you say under the EUSS provisions, no? Pachasa.
Or the atosuba me jinisa so
and yaman pre-settled status because no one child 5 years. And be a brand new letter, na card na then a buyer, and that's a whichever. Minim where the March date is, and baby a October date in so then a walk. And it might be something little bit and a clear. My consent. Nti edi kan yebesre yenwan say wo de onfa metre yen yen ho adekode a ewo mpoti because which of 5 years based on letter yede ma wo no and I say card yede ma wo no a na which of 5 years there metre say ebre aso aye wo extension.
Yes.
Nti ebia na bibi kitwe bi na eho baby a nti ase no enye adwuma no say yenwan so ehye ase so no anga say eye na application. And a be a name more thing into Ojaye because a more umbrella and got to us. To be a name more thing into Ojaye. And obviously, we application now we are much trouble with this. Say, you who's a why application and to be a far way a bra. Be more your application in power because it be a far evidence be a bra. Original document now with the ID now with the original application and now to say be a far be a bra. It be a sub point in a man of poor see. Whatever it is, no, Bomadina bra, near Hunia womb. Na it say, time no empire one, a better old one I was starting and so. And I also say, a better one I was starting na wait me a year extension because there's always fact in context. Into no any fact will help us to make a decision what is the best approach or option for him. To brana bekani in our training. Why?
Okay. Yo, you better say lawyer, you better say, or no, they are too soon to know. Sorry, obetie from the phone and the gadget nemo. Share Sandra Fraser, Nyamen Shrow, ne uboduma pa, the numbers nina at ho amaye na. Akosi apart so dia say or say lawyer da wase pa nincheche mono. Sandra say or say bibia bomode na be hu omo amo asoye na bibia beto din. Yenua ba na yenua be ma nana ajiman ebo ho din ochia gina say or edu say ochia o. Yeah de partly tili duma ono so ewo ho no. tili ye chiao ye kono ne ye nja ye nuaba panimu Dorcas Adom ono nso ewo ho den misremo mo nyina mo nhye mo nkoso a enhye maye Georgina se wa bonso ye beda won so asi na najima bo ho de rose mo nkoso a enhye Sandra me so meji nchia ne so mo amaba so nyina mesremo mo ni die mo adaroma mo nhye na enkwe chichichi maye. It could be an employment related question and now say be before meaning you are welcome ubet me aba bebisa o question na lawyer be you are no and no so be abebisa na English die English na ekoso ntino ubetumi nso abebisa bibi efa ho lawyer ye koye nim na ye hwe phone calls no say ajamu but please keep on calling na ebeta atom na ofra yensa beka na ya peki ama 0208123101602030 07399208464 yenua ba Sandra Fraser or the nyina atu ehonom amaye lawyers a opese ofre BWF Solicitors nso a oni omudi nkomo nyina nso na mes no ewo honom ebi wa ha ofra enra say na metu obi phone say onfre office ho na odi na asema abijame na onfre office ho na me say ye wo lawyer Charles ye wo lawyer Patrick lawyer Richie ye wo ye pay mu anka senior partner anka nso Uncle Bernard nso ho any other lawyers and lawyer Eunice nso ho no see o on nko ba na msi o ene o yera ye lawyer Eunice on ni dia asema ye detu nti omomode amfre na onka se me pese mini lawyer Eunice ene kasa nti ne ope bia no BWF Solicitors oma ya hoboa se ombe ya ma maybe you are comfortable in a way speaking to that human relation ye wo no bi wa opo be ma opo ba obi nso asa na nyina me si BWF Solicitors ye wo emboaye ye wo ahoboa de ma ensro eno ase obefrem omo line no sa line ma memfa entu dwabomodian na fresh sa line o frɛ a ye beje o so na ya Sandra ne o kasa to me no kasa ma wa o fele ye o se kona ko hu nipa kono nti bomodian ye 0208493740 sa no me botu baby pa na ebehia odachi digidi se ebehia odachi lawyer Asmah ye nkoso na yembisa yen question okay na ye koso sa employment we kasa unlawful deduction be baba ye pay slips ya ye ntia na ye nyanti ase se kwa ye betumi afa so a ye betumi age yen sika back and I say ye new lawyers ne be fa so ye employers ne be fa so na omejai sa de ene ye lawyer ye nko ye nim ye nhwe o makoji student loan so makoji student loan na loan na makoji no agreement is say ebiani statutory deduction no nti no ya agree with student loan na ye ti eskebi free my account ne mo o ma me bisa me question we me ba enti ye titi sika no but student loan ni omo agree me hu an say omo change sika no e na omo tie bi akese chen normal one eno sa no de na o say me employer na o say me ko query no and so say student loan for na me from na me query omo lawyer Asmah
yo me da se bebre sa me na me hu ya ka me bisa me hu say me sika na akosro na me pay na akosro na
okay
pay na akosro pay na akosro that is why
okay
because akosro remember is linked to the pay
okay
nti akosro student loan payment no akosro ekofom so na akofom say na you can say zamra no right no aya na akote na ma no ho so
but
it depends
lawyer ye be saba ho say okosoro na eba form na ma mema ye yadofo en bisa ne question na ma and 3611 pacho odofo ofrefre him ayente oka yo koso papa
Pacho, lawyer, Pacho, with the other room, for question, but Madam Fubino Pacho, maybe some mama.
enye koso
Okay, Pacho, I didn't say, also behalf for tourist visa, please. Now, I apply first one, amount from money, and the second one, so amount from money. basis of refusal. Or say, she cannot over baby over 3 days. It's going to be too much. And awareness on all the BBA one can be asked and you must because you already saw EPR, the account. Well, almost it's kind of next because I want account is almost £7,000. I want account so the button is a pounds one. That will be such a opportunity. Nanka a lawyer, but maybe some say, I say, over maybe this no. Because say na, say be out there because the booking hotel reservation tracker, ne so event there. So, time Babana, so now I almost £400 visa. And you know, South Carolina, and you know, Osinanka or the £1,000, and I'll say, £700. Say, I don't know, what we use here, where you can, because the previous one, because of what we use, which is 2,000 Ghana City, almost too much, and you know, but also in this, Scassanas of that.
Yo, and Paco bisa question. I mean, that's a way bisa question. But me name say Otati yam program yen na yen lawyer penny back on lawyer Richie na or can't answer somewhere about tourist visa near the day. Some of the reason why. Even think a question, I'll be say I could have gotten your answer from there. So so tear.
Scenario be say, ABR 2 years, man, I would get 2,000. Also, Baby, ABR Tuesdays, no, now Baby Tuesdays, let's kind of ABR more than, yeah. But some of refusal, almost say, just one of refusal, almost say, catch you when we say, what's the permission? Say, over no, turn out over the issue, and I said I would generate a month for Ghana. So, say, or just 7,000.
Okay, what the only mema won kasa bebre Martinia o panase maybe sa lawyer na ono so candidate but near woman say senior on Adam for why and twice I refuse now. I'll strongly advise him say enka on because lawyers they know they will assess you. No one say tourist visa na and that from all the visas me say tourist visa na den kakra ewo ho enti no se unima lawyer be answer o de menjina adwuma enye obe answer o de but me so my advice kakra mrema o say enka be hu yen ana free lawyers no na omoma 1-to-1 tutorial as to what exactly to do but who besides sika hin no so the two adema it could be more reasons intia or more refuse enye bia na sika ne nko so ahu enti lawyer Asmah we dem patcho eni die mu ma menja ma na wo so to me nua be ma ifuma me
yo me da se bebre nia so na wo kan ye no visas no ye ohwemu an yetimi refusing easily pa ye tourist or visit visa because the caseworker has high level of discretion
okay
based on facts available no to say nipa we okwa omba and say nipa we okwa obeba there is always what we call returnability test for the applicant to meet now how do you prove it I say wudidi now I say aduane we dey size amecha no na be determine so nya meme there's nothing like that obi twa na kase nso ontumi me ntem obi twa nketwa nso o me ntem enti the case worker na ade no kwakoto na enim no they have thousands of reasons to say yeah ma wonko and I say me ma wonko the same application the same person e bokwakoda another person enim na o de amano
yeah
because discretion no e wo ho enti returnability but you have to prove say wo ba wo beko na ye bi say we ye adwuma wo si ane bia wo je 7,000 Ghana
yes
and ye bi say koya wo koyekodi how many weeks wo si bia me kodi 10 days
6 days
okay we dey 1 week and ye bi say wo kwa wo be spend ahe wo si me spend bia 5,000 Ghana na wo pa chance say 7,000 na sa month no eba no wo ko spend mu 5,000 which is more than 50% of your salary.
Yes.
Nzani pay no ohwe we obi san say and the wo ba den na wo bedi. Na just say wo ko blow skin na then there's high chance that wo kwa wo mba. You see ordinary drain na odi bubu and say but there's discretion for the person.
Sir.
Well, and to answer your question, there is no law to say £1, one Ghana, and I said 20 Ghana, and I said 200 Ghana.
Yes.
When I buy your income, when I buy your expenses for your trip, when we say a flight, be $400. Me kwa hotel, say, and I say me kwatna obinchen, accommodation you free. Me kwa ni amedi ebe cost me say all the emergency ebe say to can in aboma this amount. Yes. Reasonable. Sometimes you feel say you impress someone and never more with the baby. Sometimes that can even jeopardize your chance.
Okay. Yeah, last man, may that say, and but how they hold on 1 minute, mammy. It's here for Pacha, hold on. It's here for Nasha for Madam Asiwa, Mamutia or radio, no, your bought 11 nipa program no be and for the radio. However, yeah, that's so our Facebook, ni YouTube, ne so, and you know, say, oh, tier radio 911 by you can, you can say shift and I switch to watch us on Facebook or on YouTube. Why? Nti medda mo nyina asima mutie on radio nyame nhira obi bia. Have a very lovely weekend. Yo, lawyer Asmah, ya wa ha nti papa a question na me once ana lawyer de ma no. You okay with it ana?
To be honest, don't kind of the criminal but friend saying you know you okay.
Sir, in your terms, in your terms, you felt say be okay. So no, still now home office refuse. Not just said still there is something in particular and go right. Or na make us said then you have to let the lawyers come in for you. So what I say. Sometimes in your own view and answer discretion, often say what take all the boxes or say home office they mount. Now so ebe kona home office I refuse. You na lawyer Asmah chechu say as no be any case na ebe kwa koto ni so ni obesi fe hu no na odi ama omoaye. Obi wo ha fu say ne okita no e okay. Obi so fu say there be odwen ho a wo say wo 7,000 wo ko di na miensa wo ko blow 5,000. Does it really make sense? Obeka say no nti on farm ma. Ba wo no fu say bibia ye okay. Enti mesre ni die mo bomodia nya sike bia na obetua na call the lawyers, present your case to them na omonhwe na afi de kusan koye application na hwe se wonsa enka na why okay. Okay.
Now, I didn't know. Said you're more refusal. No. Hey, mommy, dear. Me, I mean, you with case worker, mommy, dear, no credit. You say, you're right there, case worker, no.
Refusal, no. Okay.
Because now, Sikana elder and account, no more. A car and pap. Which my call every window club or call Sigana or call sanitary witness or background. So it's kind of an account to my almost 3,000 crown.
Okay.
3,000 on account. But it's specific now. You're only just refusal. They said, I must say, Sikana once offer reforms now. Maybe so say, Sikana say now, oh, baby.
Okay.
No, say 30,000. Because I want more labor. Sorry, because I want more labor. No, say 30,000. Now, because saying friend is saying, oh yeah, it didn't know what Ghana no, and might be out. Where's Woody? No, say, Woody, what is 1,000 Ghana? Now, 1,000 Ghana is no, you know. When we say, we now, me and your lawyer from them say, refuse.
Exactly.
You know, we say, link in Amano. Yes. So me we na we send link na man no we say you be say no and one and be say ya na answer no ye or the man na if I show but say but you say almost say BWF from branch go Ghana
wo hopa
na me we ya say dey be ya nka me dey no man no me dey homo no man na ka me da man no nanka wa ko homo nanka ayi wo no ma common do na deal with mistake away because say I had no me there
Mate numbers wo mesre yenuaba sister Sandra Fraser say otie ya obetumi de Ghana numbers no ato so enya sanso ye program na me de leaflet bi beto page ne so me Facebook page manyete obehu Ghana details ne nyina e wo honom yemre na so nkanya sanka me boso sisi aba mre na so enti meda wase why papa yes, answer also to me free office or to me free you can say BWF office.
Ghana there no screen so no e roll.
Aha, yeah the Ghana there no crab two screen so e roll si ampa e roll si sia why yo yeah that's papa yeah that's lawyer Asmah wabeji emre no but I believe say kakra yenya no eso bopa na me question na nka it was student loan ho no aka say meji bebre a ye beti bebre meji kakra ye beti kakra because they work with the percentage lawyer obi frame page na we dey last one you mate na yen pon e wo ho no yo odofa was so pacho emsama pick with that hello. Okay.
Me pacho, student loan, mukai na makai. Na yadi me marriage certificate ne Bremen, omo timu mi say group. Yadi Bremen me bi envelope no so ana me yemi shame.
Sir?
Me ma email say omo approve me loan na ma me. Me marriage certificate ne buy no. Yes, what you
Student loan for na ati ana say fine mo na ati.
Me pacho mi nim. Enti almost entry on what they are postmaster no the buy no. Na me nim ni pa ko ti. Enti omo search ro me say omo kan bro fu tete bi. Then ka omo be ma mi scan ma ko ye fufuro.
Oh.
Me wa almost sama me email say on my inquiry to Ghana High Commission na me call year for fra £30 and I'm a visa if I free and I'm catching Ghana High Commission meaning say on my passport I mean some year marriage certificate and you know let's verify. And I'm in lady chat and I lady say omo nye marriage certificate omo ye passport and you say I'm me person ka chat na me lady ne chat here no me send the email no ma guy na me ne say me ne dele no
see what's no because I was a metiasia because you started with student loan. And I will say, marriage certificate buy and afe na yati mu say to yati de mu yati sika na yati de mu.
Marriage certificate no.
Oh, okay. Afe na me nya. Okay, yo.
Na me yamwa no.
Yo, okay. Lawyer be answer.
Ma, jina ho na yamwa o. Na ewo me say Oma say we japade e na mo achi ase se ombeye ebesiesie ama o na mo ankasa adi wenim kan akohwe e ka e wo ho a yebetumi de esiesie aya foforo e na omo ehu se so mo ma insurance a ese so mo ma £30 because we dey call Ghana sikamu a that is how much e be cost to a we dey benya foforo e na wo so say dey Baby, I'm going to investigation on yes, so they couldn't have known how much I be cost. There you have two options. It is over culture one, so one can say, "Mao, non for what the umbrella case closed." And now so say, "Oh, over kwa now the bill na brew no when we say receipt in ye, no more chia amao." And the third option will be say, "Omo for £30 no mao." Now we corner be a broswa.
Last man, hold on. Now or can be aka ho.
Okay.
It's more than £30. Again, no be or see on when you target £30, maybe £30
Interesting. Lawyer, but just out to honor.
Mati hono. Na me pacho wanga sa why inquiry ehu say ahia be cost.
Ghana because we no can so munya nti me nya wo Ghana
Yeah, nti am say bibi wo ho a won ye wie ye. Sanka wo wa ye wie dia nka wo nyina so a wo de kasa.
Sa.
Ebi a omo so omo afa we kira koye bribi enti omo woni omo nim ne omo ka.
Yes.
Nti convert £30 no kwa Ghana sika mu na kwa ye ne normal registration. Na hwe se ebebro anase emro a.
Yeah, that's ya kusia. Okay. Layas me ya na ya hom ti o. Yen krat mo nsem. We dey besi ha. Na me wie me question no but na me ka say embia na wo normal wages na wo gi no na student loan for na calculate wo rate no percentage no to deduct from it. Inti embia na akoye extra time, extra work the say no so den can bonus. And na say when your bonus pay bi the account na eno so makogina bonus pay no the actewa eno so ye lawful say or so moti and say nka bonus dey can cap the main wages ho.
Yo, me da se bebre. Ye kan sa sika ye nya no e we adwuma mu a e normal salary. It also includes commission and bonuses. Now, the woman says student loan arrangement, you know, say a percentage based on your earnings.
Yes.
After the threshold, way you know, figure no. So we cross the par. No more working, no more divided 12 by 12. No more we say every month to be say. In the course of the period, you know, since you cannot go for more. But usually, no, a young crop for or musical cost through because you to or market you.
Sir.
See, a two market you more when you say be a cost through by £2,000. And that's going to be the same for a long while. But one-off bonus, no, and that's a one-off way be about overtime be there. And then they are now and yet much of a problem to them. Into the son akoba there, the other son say, first, or discuss with the employer because the employers have the statutory duty to deduct on behalf of student loan company. And so employer ne church mu na etona sumu afai sa etona sumu dia obetumi afre student finance for na one won so discuss e bia na eye mistake e bi so na sa na tie.
Okay. Yo, Asmah, ye better see. Say emre no ko wache bi kra ka ho nyame nhyraw. Etiefo na do for mo mobile Facebook nyina medamase mo mobile YouTube nso nyame nhyra mo ye gidi say mo koso se na mo share na ye koye nimu a ye bedu baby a bon so no bia ya abreast with the situation, the laws that in the system na ye bia when in that na so na oditu anamo nyame nhyra mo nyina BWF Solicitors and I near Mudi Jume. Say, what you show me chira kwaya, a hen I'll be home BWF Solicitors. And you're quite cry. Oh, dear, may mau exact way cry, make us say 214 to 218 High Road 7 Sisters. Sa 214 to 218 High Road 7 Sisters. And my family, I'm from my own church. So, through underground train, yeah, a friendly tube, through tube now. Now, we see 7 Sisters tube station and now 7 Sisters underground train station now. Uba through escalator now upia. Here to try when you run say now share the exit number 2. Make a exit out baby a ye pie eba bonteno. Exit number 2. Upie free wa pe ubehu udi abansro. Exit number 2 no bako wenifa bako ubenkum ni nyina ye exit number 2. Upie nifa upie benkuma ubehu sa abansoro esi wenim abansoro na esi wenim na baako ya tro ana house udi opie ya ubehu ne atro din kakrake bi ewo ho dentist din kakrake bi wo ho sa abansoro na abomodin ana ko fourth floor abansoro ne frɛ no ana house nti ko fourth floor bom Kasema bo ma ba me de masema ba BWF solicitor ombe shama we ni agi I trust you uko ye kra na ye di chill drink bi hia na che say wakoma atɔ wo asem bi ye omu gade wo immigration ye ban immigration any family law there any number 1 the whole UK I'm telling you omu gina mu pentin corners bia home office kra esuro mo enti bomodia na ko hu omo na fa wasem ye ban litigation ni contract resolution ti say na ye kan contract ni edwuma hu nsem ni ade nso yen lawyer Asmah or ye expert too eno nso e wo honom kwan bia ye tu pay a wonte ase wakọ sign contract bi nkitinkiti bi wentumi ankenkan nte ase wasan afi wo ewe wo hu ne obeye then kwan be na opese wo fa so bomode akohu lawyers yi o metumi edi ama ana say ye tu kwa akoye nkrom Ghana nkasa nso law nso a na che say ehon nso no omudi hu akotena ye nya branch kra e wo hono ma bibi kire wa adwan otumi de kọ ho e ma ne omobua wo nti ompe we na opede lawyers ma kra de na odi jaye na yen sorry ko.
Yo, thank you very much, viewers and listeners, for making time with us this wonderful Friday morning. And today we have looked at whether you can sue your employer for unlawful deduction of wages under the Employment Rights Act 1996, UK law. We have looked at part 2 of the law, which states that as an employee or a worker, there are certain deductions that your employer can or cannot do. The ones that the employer can are allowed by law, such as tax, NI, and others, or allowed under the relevant provision of your contract. So that means you've agreed under the contract, or you have agreed in writing, not necessarily within the contract, but agreed or consented for the employer to deduct. All these are lawful. There are ones that may not be lawful, and that is what the law says, that when the employer does deduct them from your salary or wage, it will be considered unlawful. Example, you've worked overtime and the employer says they won't pay. Or sick leave, holiday, maternity, and the employer is not paying because you're supposed to be at work. There are others that the employer is not allowed or required to pay. For example, you are absent based on strike, industrial strike. The employer is not obliged to pay you. The employer can deduct the number of days or hours spent from work. So once you notice that there has been deductions which in your view are unlawful, you have to approach the employer to discuss. You can also raise a grievance, and you can also approach ACAS for early conciliation. If all these do not work, you have the right to go to court, employment tribunal, to seek redress. However, you have 3 months, less 1 day, to take that action. If you don't, then your right will be forfeited. And therefore, the time limitation is very crucial. There are other expenses or deductions or on payment that you cannot raise it under unlawful deductions. For example, redundancy payment, which has not been paid or has been paid but under. This will be treated separately under Section 164 of the Employment Rights Act, and that is where you have the right to raise such payment issue. Or payment in lieu of notice, where you are resigning, but your employer says stay home until you have served your notice, but we're going to pay you. If there is issue with the payment, you have to raise it as a contractual breach and not under the terms of the unlawful deduction of wages clause. Also, pension share scheme arrangement with your employer. All these, or expenses that need to be refunded, all these, if they are not paid, or if they are paid but not in full, you have to treat them separately under breach of contract. So this is what we have covered today. Whenever you notice any unusual underpayment, please speak to an employment lawyer who will review the paperwork and see whether there has been unlawful deduction of wages and whether you have recourse to the law to seek redress. Once you go to employment tribunal, you are going to seek declaration from the court that indeed there is unlawful deduction of wages. Then you also request for repayment from the employer and sometimes compensation. In all this, the court will seek to make an order for repayment or compensation. Thank you very much for making time with us once more. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much, Lawyer Asmah. We've come to the end of the program. We are just going to say goodbye and have a lovely weekend. Na watri na sene yebesa ba makwan na mom yebe kono mesa kai mo se nyame adoma. Ochina, the community and the law is coming on live and colored. Ochina yebe kansem bebre, especially me family topic nebe ma mo suspense akra because me jide say obi aye eager to join us into no community and the law is coming on 4 to 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, Saturday. Make a date with us, join us, and you'll be very, very much appreciated. Thank you, Nyame Bramo. Yebesen shebio. Yemamunyina. Bye-bye.
Yeye fema yewo London. Yaji abasobodie bebre. Ne ya redare ewo mransemu. Eye legal services. BTC family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. Wo BWF die. Yen solicitors edi enijie ene twitwaje wo na yebo nso nya den kra. Yen partner penimpa Bernardo Wusu aye lawyer ewo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron 29 years. BWF Solicitors kura won ho. Inti se ba na ebusuansem bi te se child care eye abofrahwe mu awarja ye ho twema mentwe ene ohye anan injunction ye de to domestic violence so a yemma legal assistance ya edimu na yie adwuma nso. Yen child care any family team no nimnia wo famu eweni ya wo bremu enu ntine yeto yembo asema wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu. Yen senior partner obi a Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agina tumu na osanso ye member na kyerese eba no se ye gina wachi etwitwaje ewo family any matrimonial cases ho a wonni haw kra. Upe advice ewo immigration sensem ho. Wo BWF Solicitors die ye immigration team no abredare ewo general immigration ho nsemsem kosi complex immigration, work permit, student visa ho totoye, any entry clearance visas, family visas ni appeals. Yen senior partner a member na wasagina tum ewo Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel. Inti se taiwachi a wonni haw kra. Ye bie an office free juada ekosi fiada anopa non krompe mu ekosi enumre nunsia eye 9:30 am kosi 6 pm. Ena memene danso appointment nko free anopa nondu ekosi ewia no 9 eye 10 am kosi 4 pm. Yewo 4th floor ewo Anna House 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London N15 4NP. Sawun 93 Seven Sisters Underground Nswa eye kwantie bi. Yen senior partner Bernardo Wusu san ye barrister ya gina tumu na oye Ghana Bar Association member ena wasan gina se mranimfo ewo court cases ya efa Ghana law ho. Wa advise local authorities, official solicitors office ni solicitors bebre efa Ghanaian law ho yi na osan yo bi a otai kasa ewo radio any TV so fa Ghanaian law ho.